Welcome to Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal. This city is the heartbeat of this magnificent country and is booming with many places to explore.
Such as the historic temple of Pashupatna, the monkey-filled stupa Swayambhu, and the backpackers' hangout Tamil.
But before we start wading through crowds of motorbikes and cows,
we had a special spot on our sustainable travel checklist.
Sasane. So we are here at Sasane's Sisterhood of Survivors program. We're about to go inside and meet some incredible women and hear about their stories.
Yeah, the organization puts on a cooking class for travelers to come. They also teach hospitality skills that are then practiced with the travelers here. So we're gonna go in, meet some cool women, hear about their lives and their stories, and
Eat some Nepalese food.
have some momos.
Some momos. I'm excited. Come with us.
Namaste. My name is Santa. I am also one of the members of this organization. Nice to meet you all. Thank you. Please.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I am Lindsey,
Okay.
and I'm from Canada.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
My name is Cornelia,
Okay.
and I am from Canada.
Nice to meet
Nice to meet you.
Whole day, each other teaching here. Okay. You teach me, I teach you both. Have any complaints?
Okay, let's go.
Come.
Here we go.
Sasane is a local nonprofit organization that is committed to helping survivors of human trafficking in Nepal.
This organization has many programs that support local women, including the Sisterhood of Survivors program. We participated in their hospitality and cooking class.
Every woman we were cooking with had been personally affected by Nepal's human trafficking industry. We very quickly started bonding with each and every one of them.
I was just saying I'm feeling like very emotional, very grateful to be here, and I'm so excited to meet these women and talk to them.
They've welcomed us with such open arms.
Yeah.
Coffee and tea.
And knives.
I'm not a very good cook. You guys are good teachers, so. Lindsay's a good cook, though.
Okay.
Do you have kids? Children?
Yeah, married. We have.
You have children?
Yes. Yeah, I have two sons.
Two sons?
Yeah. One son. Yeah. You are vegetarian?
I am.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm same to Yes. Yeah.
Bahini.
Bahini and the
Bahini.
Didi? Bahini.
Yeah. Bahini is like young, like us, and Didi is big sister.
Yeah. So there are Didi, our big sister.
Happy Bahini. Happy Bahini.
So, can I ask what makes you happy?
I have a cooking class. So happy.
A very positive culture. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
Happiness is important.
Yeah, happiness is important in Nepal.
One of Sasane's most successful programs works with training survivors to become certified paralegals.
They are the first point of contact for other survivors coming out of the human trafficking industry. They become leaders and change makers in their community.
It's like juicing.
Yeah.
You could drink it after. Very healthy. Putting my health on. How do you say thank you? How do you say it in
Dhanyabad.
Nandibad?
Dhanyabad.
Dandibad.
Dhanyabad.
Dandibad.
Dandibad.
Swagatam.
Dandibad.
Swagatam.
Ask and you shall receive.
Meet us up.
Ooh, salty. That's actually good.
Salty.
Yeah, it's good.
Salty.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. You want to try?
Today in the cooking class, we were making momos, a Nepalese favorite. Little did we know, we'd be eating these every day.
The veggie momos we made were filled with cabbage, onions, and carrots. And don't forget that special masala.
It was very exciting to be part of their culture and to see how they create. They all have this love and joy of cooking, so it was nice to be in their kitchen.
Food is so universal, and everyone needs and loves food. So to be invited into their world of how they do things was an incredible experience.
She is our volunteer, Sarmina.
Oh, okay.
She's from Canada.
Oh, hi.
As luck would have it, another Canadian had been living and volunteering at Sasane.
So we sat down with her to help us break the language barrier and learn more about the women.
I was just struck, like living here for the past, 3 weeks, almost a month now, at the happiness in these girls. Like they're so positive all the time. And it's funny because, coming from a place of privilege, we're always looking at what's wrong and like what needs to be fixed or what needs to be different, and they've got a very different spin on it. They just see the lightness in things, the beauty of things, and Kavitha, I don't know how many times, like, no matter what it was that was going on, she was like, just be happy always, but it's more than that. I think it's a choice for them, because there's sort of this attitude of like, well, what other choice do you have, kind of, and everything's okay because it's going to be okay, because it has to be okay. So it's been inspiring for me to learn about happiness through watching them.
Sasane was a really special experience for me. As soon as I walked in the room, I felt a sense of love and welcoming. The women just exuded happiness, which was really cool to see on the first day here in Nepal. It was the first thing we did, and we got to meet all of these women that are involved in this incredible organization that is just so proactive. I thought that the women showed no sign of hardship, which was special because, when you think about people who have gone through such a situation, you think, oh, I wonder what kind of darkness they bring about with them. But these women didn't at all, and they were so patient with us, and they taught us how to make momos. I learned so much about the Nepalese culture from this first day. It was fantastic.
About Sasane, I kept having moments of reflection and just looking at them and their spirit and their energy and how happy they were and just like the life that they had in them. It was so just like crazy that someone can go through something like that and then be so happy and so positive and so empowered, which was also amazing to see them just thriving in life and being educated and knowing what their rights are. And yeah, the whole day I was kind of just like blown away by it all.